has now declared full control over the Strait of Hormuz, stating that a naval blockade has been completely and fully enforced, and there is U.S. naval superiority that has been established in the seas. Where officials have also claimed that Iran's economic trade has been significantly impacted as a result, and reports are now emerging of heightened U.S. maritime enforcement strategy in the Strait of Hormuz and the Gulf of Oman region. According to reports, U.S. forces are intercepting commercial traffic in the Gulf of Oman as part of what is being described as a blockade that is related strategy that involves Iranian-linked shipping. So the report that states that the vessels that are leaving Iranian ports are being observed and after exiting facilities and passing through the Strait of Hormuz before they are being intercepted and are now being instructed to turn back to Iranian ports. Now, U.S. military sources suggest that monitoring is not just limited to automated tracking. Also, it includes additional methods when it comes to identifying vessels that are originating from Iranian ports. Now, reports also claim that U.S. destroyer intercepted 2 oil tankers attempting to leave Iran shortly after a blockade that came into effect, and the vessels reportedly sailing from Chabahar port in the Gulf of Oman were contacted via radio, and they were instructed by the U.S. Navy to turn around. Now, the ship flow is now concerned that seems to have been affected because there is already a blockade that Iran has imposed on the Strait of Hormuz when it comes to a safe and a free passage for ships. And now there is a double blockade that is of the U.S. Navy. In the last 24 hours alone, what is being said that barely 20 commercial tankers have been allowed to pass. And this is way less, even a fraction of that number that was during pre-war. And however, the traffic in the Strait of Hormuz that still remains affected. And this seems to be, according to U.S. reports, that has now been said, despite the clearance on Iranian side, now there is a clearance which is also needed from the U.S. Navy side. Let's get you another breaking update, because right after China, Russia also seems to be now pushing for dialogue over the Strait of Hormuz. Now, this is a statement coming in from the Russian foreign minister, who seems to be talking about as far as the crisis that the world has been facing because of U.S. aggression. And Russia is of the opinion that they need to push for U.S.-Iran truce talks, that the ceasefire holds and this war comes to an end. This is a Russian foreign minister who seems to be defending Iran's nuclear program as well, because Lavrov is of the opinion, Shinjoy, that Iran's nuclear program is not military and there is no evidence of Iranian nuclear weapons push. That seems to be, talking about what the previous IAEA reports are suggesting, which Iran has also been pushing, that Iran never aimed for gaining a nuclear weapon.
Yes, the Russians have always said this. And the Russians have always said that if necessary, they can even oversee a part of Iran's nuclear program, in the sense that if there is someone outside involved in the Russian program, in the Iranian program, then very clearly the Iranians wouldn't go near a nuclear weapon. That was the point that the Russians were making over a long period of time. So Lavrov's statements is entirely understandable, because he believes that Russia knows that Iran was not in favor of building a nuclear weapon. It's a clear statement by the Russians, but it's a statement that Lavrov has been making for a while.
Yes. Well, when it comes to China, it is now Russia who seems to be also batting for dialogue and diplomacy and wanting this war to end. However, both sides seems to be talking about U.S. buildup and the aggression on part of the United States. However, let's talk about another breaking update, because now, according to